Hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good everything. Good every hour, good Saturday, good weekend. Hello, everyone. Ooh, I'm not sure it's listed. Can you help me unlist it? Thanks. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi. I know there's one person watching. Uh, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? Good afternoon, good day, good morning, depending on where you are watching from. I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching and joining the program today. It's going to be an interesting one. So, guys, please invite as many people as possible. It's always interesting. So, please just invite as many people as possible to join us today because this is a very important topic and we need to discuss it. If we don't discuss it, then, some people might actually be losing out on their hard-earned cash. Oh, hi, Power of Movement. Thank you very much for joining. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Let me say hello to friends and family on Facebook, guys. So please, guys, join us on this program. You know how we do it. So this is our cyber. I wanted to say spider. No, cyberspace is our cyber dining table or lounge where we all sit together as family, as friends, as loved ones, and we have this discussion. And this particular discussion is so important because a lot of people are getting robbed. Daylight robbery. And then they're also using the name of God as well. So, no, no, no. No more of that. 2018, we are putting a stop to it. And this is first fruit offering. And a lot of pastors, so-called pastors, bishop, GO, whatever they call themselves, they are waiting on your hard-earned cash to rob you of that cash right now because they're salivating, waiting for you to give your first fruit. And they've got all sorts of scriptures to back this up. So, we're going to clear that up once and for all, okay, today. I know I've done, over the last few weeks, I have done programs on first fruits already, but I'm not going to relent because until people get this and people are not paying any first fruits, you're keeping your hard-earned cash, you're using it for yourself or your family or for something more productive that you, as God has trusted you with your life and purpose, you're using it for yourself. Then I will keep talking about it, but especially in January because this is when they have scammed you to pay these first fruits. So I'm going to share some videos with you. Then I'm also going to share an article. This article was already published in Nigeria in one of the newspapers. So I'm going to share the article with you and then we take it from there. But guys, please feel free to join me in writing your comments, or you can call Move Agents Magic. I really look forward to you doing that. Call Move Agents Magic and just share your thoughts, share your take as well on this. We can agree to disagree. If you don't agree with me, it's fine, but please hear me out, okay? And let's reason together. So this is about reasoning together. This first fruit, I believe that is an act of wickedness. It's a scam, and we need to stop. It needs to stop. So please, guys, wherever you're watching from, do the honors and share with as many people as possible on all the various platforms that we're on. So go ahead, please. I'll ask you to share now. So if you're on Facebook, it's pretty easy to share on Facebook. So just click the share icon, and that icon will take you to the. It will take you to. It will take this. If you click on share icon, it will give you a list of about 5 possible options of sharing. So you can share by sending into a messenger, you can share by putting onto your own page, or you can share by inviting people. So those are the options on there that I know, or you can actually copy the link. So you can share that way, or better still, why don't you tag somebody? So what do you do with tagging? You use the @ symbol. So the symbol that you use in your email, you use that symbol and then the person's name, that's tagging. So that person will get a mention on Facebook. And on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, you can share on YouTube also. Just click the share icon again and it will show you various platforms. You can click on the platforms that you are registered and it will take this onto that platform for you. So go ahead and share with as many people as possible. You can copy the link and share on WhatsApp or any other device that you want to, or platforms that you want to share on. Thank you again. I appreciate you. So this is mainly about first fruit and all the other type of offerings, but really it's about first fruit because January is the month for first fruit. Hello Benita, hello Nkechi. Thank you very much for joining. Who else is on YouTube? Oh, Nkechi, Benita, the Watch TV, Favor, how are you? Power of Movement. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Please share this with as many as people as possible. Abisola, hello, how are you? Welcome. This is the first time I'm seeing Abisola joining the program. Abisola, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Miriam, thank you very much. I appreciate you. You are a queen too, a beautiful one too at that. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Fofana, hi. Thank you very much for joining. Reverend Roslyn, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Ayodele, thank you very much. Amma, how are you? Clara, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. Hello, Doris. Hello, Joy. Oh, Pastor Doris now, actually. Excuse me, Pastor Doris. Hello. Hello, Sunny Art. Sunny, hello. Hello, Christian. Hello, Shegun. Hello, May there. Thank you very much. Hello, Joe. Hello, John. Omoye, Sunny again. Thank you very much, Rebecca. How are you? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. I'm really grateful that you guys are joining me. Please, I'm going to ask you again to share. Please share with as many people as possible. Charity, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you. Hello, David. Hello, Innocent. Cuckoo, Innocent. Welcome. Guys, Innocent will continue the second part of the conversation with the atheist tomorrow with Dr. Sunday, and that's at 7 p.m. Ukraine time and 6 p.m. Nigeria time and 5 p.m. UK time. So please don't forget, you must join this. Last week was a hit. It was a big hit. What we actually found, even I myself, Innocent was asking questions that people that don't consider themselves to be atheists ask as well. So that's how brilliant it is that, we might not consider ourselves as atheists. We go to church, especially young people. We all go to church, but we find that we have lots of questions and we don't ask those questions. But Innocent is going to do it all for us tomorrow. Please join us for this second part. The first part was such a big hit. So I look forward to Innocent and Dr. Sunday tomorrow at 7 p.m. Ukraine time. So thank you very much. Hello, Samuel. Hello, Anna. How are you? Hello, Grace. Thank you very much for joining. Idara, how are you? David, hello. Braids, hello. Thank you, Monday. Ben, Grace again. Who else do we have here? Samuel, Henry. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. So, guys, you've seen the title, Scam Alert, 419 pastors salivating. I'm serious. They are salivating, waiting to rob you of your salary this month of January. That's what they're doing. That's what they're going to do if you allow them to do it. You have the power, you have the opportunity to stop this. And it's good to stop this. We're being well informed. So this is what we're going to try to do today, to give you the confidence and the information that you need about first fruit. If you're somebody that is practicing this, okay, let's just look at this in a plain, simple way, right? January, right, being the first month of the year. So they say that is your first fruit, which that is a lie, because just because it's the first month of the year, it doesn't even relate to salary according to the Bible, First fruits was mentioned in the Bible, but it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with your harvest, your crops, okay? And, that was also Old Testament. I will give you some evidence. A video from audio that Dr. Tunde did with Daddy Freeze. I'm going to play that audio. But I just want us to look at this like laymen, just like simple people, okay? Without being spiritual about this, just being normal, God-loving people. I just love God. I want to serve God and I want to do the right thing by Him. So let me look at this. So I serve a God. This is my reasoning, okay? December is a very, very busy period of the year. Okay, we all celebrate, especially if you live in the West or even in Nigeria. Very expensive and busy, and you've spent, you bought clothes for your children, the celebration, and this is, supposedly Christ's birthday. All of those expenses throughout December. And then January comes, your salary comes when everything has died down a bit. Your salary comes and you serve a God that says, okay, all of those salary, despite your responsibility, despite your commitments of what you need to do, maybe you need to pay for your for your rent, or you need to pay your mortgage, or you need to support your children, or you need to support your parents, or you need to support people, or anything, how to get to work, all your commitments that month, forget them. All right, forget them. That cash that you're getting for your salary must be paid into my house, not to me, because you know what? Let's be honest. This is not going to God. God don't have a bank account. God don't spend cash. God is more about our deeds rather than our deed in love, not our deed as in, to please Him, but in love, than, paying cash money, to Him, because we're not paying it to Him. It's not going to heaven. So the pastors, the GOs, the papas, the bishops, they're saying that they're the middleman. They collect for God. So what kind of God do you supposedly serve that will see that you went through all those expenses in December, and then would say everything you have, forget your responsibility, forget your children, forget your parents, forget your commitments, everything, pay it in January? I just want us to reason that way alone. Do you really think this first fruit is by God? No, it is not by God. This is not a requirement for you by God. Just by that reasoning alone, it tells me there's a big fat lie here. And then, okay, we move on from that. Then we move on to all the pastors, the GOs, the all sorts that are asking for this and scaring you and saying that you're going to be under curses, or you're going to be under something if you don't pay this first fruit, or you're going to struggle, or you're going to have challenges. I will show you what RCCG writes. There's so many other ones that write all sorts of things about first fruits. But all of those things as well, what kind of papa, GO, bishop are they that they collect from many, right? And individual people do without, and their pockets is filled. So let's just reason together. I just want us to reason. Are these people caring people? Does that demonstrate love? Does that demonstrate care? Does that demonstrate concern? Does that demonstrate Christ? There is nothing in this first fruit and this scam that demonstrate that Christ is involved in this. So I just want us to rub this mind together and work out our freedom out of this scam that they've kind of engulfed us in. A lot of people are afraid that if they don't pay first fruit, or if they don't give everything that they have in January, that they will suffer throughout the year. And that, is a thing of the mind. If you believe that and you put that in your mind, then that's what's going to manifest. If you don't believe it, that won't manifest. So they know that as well. So that's why they put that fear in you, so that you will be compelled to give everything that you have. So on the other side as well, if you are a person that you've practiced these first fruits and you've been doing it for so many years, please feel free to share your experience of the first fruits. Don't be afraid, okay? If it's good, fine. Let us know. Let us know what your experience is, and give us some information about your background as well, because that will give us a lot of insights, okay? So please, guys, feel free to join this conversation. You can write your comments in the comment section, or if you prefer, you can call Move Agents Magic. Okay, unto freedom you're called. You remember, that's what I always say, unto freedom you're called, and God is giving you sound mind. So nothing to be afraid of here, all right? So let's do this together. I am going to read a few of your comments before I start to show you what I want to show you. So first of all, I think I'm going to show you an article. That article I'm going to read out to you, and then from there we will take it, all right? Okay, so let me start with the article, and the article is, let me go into this article. No, let me read your comments first before I go to the article. So, guys, thank you very much and welcome. We only have a few comments, so that's good. First fruits, not of God. That's Olajoni. Olajoni, please stay tuned because I know that you're pondering over this and you're wondering that, is this true or not? So please stay with us and let's rub mind together on this and investigate if it's true. I do understand where you're coming from, but let's just reason, okay? Idara says, salivating, so true. I love this revolution. I used to believe in it too, but never had such guts to do away with all my first income of the year to a man. Well done. That is not that you didn't have guts, it means that you had guts not to do away with all your income, because if you go by what they say, that you're going to suffer throughout the year, there's going to be challenges, the blah, 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 anything that is not of God that they try to scare you with, then in my opinion, I think you have guts. You have a lot of guts. So I commend you, Idara. Well done. So Idara went on and said, January is when you are a bit harder. Exactly. When you're a bit harder on finances after all the holiday spending. Very good. Thanks for the opening people's eyes. Brilliant. Thank you, Idara. I think you see through exactly what is happening here. So thank you. I appreciate that. Austin is saying they got PhD in scam. Yes, they have. And you know what? They are relentless. They are willing to go to any length to get that money from you. You know, everybody give their bits to people that are already rich, that have already got plenty, which is actually a contradiction again from the word in the Bible. It says not to give to the rich, you will be poor. And exactly what is happening, they are poor people giving all their first fruits to one rich man or one rich congregation that they are building empire, buying private jets where people are suffering. It's not something that you even want to think about, because when you think about it, you almost run mad. That what is this? How can this be going on and nobody is saying anything? So I know a lot of people have said some things, but why is it that it's not stopped? So let's stop it right away. Let's stop it now. Thank you very much. Hi, Jane. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Jane, thank you again. Hello, Mr. B. How are you? My birthday wishes to your son, Joshua. Happy birthday, Joshua. Okay, Tuli, hello. Thank you very much. God does not need any sacrifice from us, for Jesus has already paid it all via Calvary. Femi, welcome. Brilliant. Brilliant, Femi. You have concluded this for us already. Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Femi. Love it, love it. In a nutshell, in simple words, thank you. And Austin says, also, they know Nigerians are very easy to brainwash. Yes, they know that we're very easy to brainwash. They know that we have challenges, things that we're supposed to focus on, like principles, like learning things. We're too lazy to go and learn those things, and we want God to do miracles for us when we ourselves, we are miracle. Our sound mind is miracle. Being human is a miracle. You know, being able to sleep, wake up is a miracle. So you want a fast track as well. So you want to give first month's salary to get multiple of the rest of the 11 months. So they know that you also, if you believe that, in their opinion, you know, they're justifying this. They're saying that whoever believes us, they're scammers too, because they want God to go and run their errands. So they feel justified for stealing your money. This is their thinking. If you ask them that if you're going to believe this and not work hard and save your money and research, then good luck to you. That's what I believe that they're justifying this with. You know, so let us not believe what they're saying, that we have to pay this by fire, by force. Oladuni, the truth must be preached. It may hurt you. It may hurt, yes, it must be spoken. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate you too. So let's go, guys. Please share this as I start with the first article. So this was sent to me, okay? It was sent to me, I think over a week ago now, but I've just had the opportunity now for us to discuss it. So let's go, guys. I've got my wand here. Not the one for you to say what you want God to do for you. Oh, God. Anyway, this is a one to just point out what I'm reading. So, guys, I'm going to turn the camera, but in the meantime, please, let me just go quickly to go to the article. And then this is an article that was written by a Femi. So I want us to have a look. It was written by a Femi Aribisala. Okay. Femi Aribisala. Okay. I don't know. It was published in Premier Times in Nigeria on the 14th of January. So that was a few days ago. And I'm going to read it out. I want to go in. So I'm going to turn the camera right now so that you can see as I read, you can see the screen. So I hope you can see a little bit and this. See it a bit. So it says, Christians, watch out for the first fruit scam by Femi Aribisala. Okay, scam alert. 419 pastors. This is similar to my title. I took it from here. 419 pastors are already salivating, waiting to rob you of your entire January salary. That's what he wrote. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to read it, okay? We don't have to agree with everything that he said, but he's got some really valid points, and we need to look at those points as well in our consideration today. So let's go. Let me just remove the lights a bit. Right, scam alert. Jesus says, it is not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have made it a den of robbers. So that's in Mark 11:17. So he went on to say this. I want you to see it a little bit better. Okay, let me see if I can align. So it says, okay, this statement was true. I can read it. This statement was true in the time of Jeremiah, who wrote it initially. It was true in the days of Jesus, who quotes Jeremiah. It remains true today, confirming it's as words of God. Jesus said, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. That's in Matthew 24:35. Okay? The church today's so-called house of God are veritable dens of robbers. Their kingpins are the highfalutin, so that somebody speaking out loud with, manipulative voice, pastors and bishops. These men and women specialize in hypnotizing unsuspecting Christians in order to rob them of their hard-earned monies. Be warned, they are planning to steal from you in a big way this January. Yes, it is true, they are. Law and grace. Under Moses, God instructed the law of first fruits. This was part of the support system established for the Levitical priesthood, who were not given any land in Israel. The priests, who are Levites, indeed the whole tribe of Levi, are to have no allotment on inheritance with Israel. They shall live on the offerings made to the Lord by fire, for that is their inheritance. They shall have no inheritance among their brothers. The Lord is their inheritance. That's in Deuteronomy. And then he went on and said, as the name implies, first fruits are the produce of the land of Israel. So produce, okay? Produce, not money, produce of the land of Israel. So they may say, well, people don't have farms anymore, so they change that to money. Why? You want to ask them why. And this was also Old Testament, which was God's gift to the Jews. When you come into the land, which I give to you, and reap its harvest, then you shall bring a share of the fruits of your harvest to the priest. Again in Leviticus. And then it went on to say, however, Christians are not under the law of Moses, but under God's grace. And that's in Romans 6:15. Nevertheless, modern day Christian pastors are still laying claim to first fruits from members of their congregation. John says, the law was given through Moses, grace and truth come through Jesus Christ. That's in John 1:17. When Jesus fulfilled the law, he declared on the cross of Calvary, it is finished. And that's what when somebody said earlier, that it is finished. I think it was Femi that said that. So that is a vital point for you to know. When anybody tries to take you back to anything that is with the law, just say to them, it is finished, and believe that and walk away. It is finished. According to Paul, accordingly, Paul maintains Christ is the end of the law. Simple as that. Romans 10:14. Why then are pastors determined to bring back the outdated law of first fruit through the back door? Then he went on to say, Jesus says, he who does not enter the sheepfold by the door, but claims up some other ways, the same is a thief and a robber. So anybody that's trying to do what Jesus has said is finished, that person is a robber because they're trying to come through the back door. They're not doing things in the right way. So we can essentially, from these scriptures, say that the GOs, the papas, the bishop, the congregation, the leadership that are asking you for fresh fruits, they are robbers. Simple as that. It is written, okay? It's not me. That's what it says. Then it says, deceived deceivers. So this is where we need to take stock. We are deceived deceivers, or we are being deceived and they are deceivers. Who knows? Then it says, the Jerusalem Council convened by Jesus, apostles to determine the application of the law of Moses to Gentiles, ended up by sending the following edict to all Gentile churches. It seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us to lay upon you no greater burden than this necessary thing, that you abstain from things offered to idols, from blood, from the things strangled, and from sexual immorality. If you keep yourself from this, you will do well. And that's in Acts 15:28, okay? You have to analyze that yourself. I'm just going to the first fruit part. Note that this does not include giving first fruit to priests. Neither does it even include giving tithes to God. For on the one hand, there's an annulling of the former commandments because of its weakness and unprofitableness. For the law made nothing perfect. On the other hand, there is the bringing in of a better hope through which we draw near to God. That's in Hebrews 7:18-9. Nevertheless, money-grubbling pastors cherry-picking aspects of the law for Christians to obey. They do this for deceitful gain in order to extort money from the members of their congregation. But you can pick and choose. But you can't pick and choose in these things, especially in keeping one or two things in God's law and ignoring the others. So it's saying you can't pick and choose, okay? So this is old law, this is Old Testament, and Jesus already said it's finished. So you shouldn't even be picking this, and the pastors or the bishop or the GOs, they shouldn't be asking us to do so. Moreover, you are not allowed to subject God's law to self-serving distortion, which is what they're doing. So went on to say, okay, oh, I am scrolling on the wrong thing. Counterfeit first fruits. The true and original first fruit were crops and livestock. You are to give the priest the first fruit of your gain, new wine and oil, and the first wool from the shearing of your sheep. That's in Deuteronomy. But the counterfeit first fruits of today, mercenary pastors, is money, money, and nothing but money. They don't even want to hear it if you say it's not money. First fruit, especially the first fruit of the land, Deuteronomy 26:10. This ties them to the land of Israel and makes them inapplicable to the land of Nigeria. That's a very good point as well. So for anyone that is in any land, not just Nigeria, this person that wrote this article, he's written this article for Nigeria, and he's writing for the Nigerian populace. So it's saying that it's for Israel. So if it's for Israel, it's not for anywhere else, even in the worst case scenario. So it's not for Nigeria. It's not applicable to Nigeria, first fruit. It also means they cannot be conceptualized as the first fruits of your salary. God gave Israel the land. He did not give them any money. Okay, very good. I would say it's not a job, all right? Because your salary is from your job. So it's not from it's not first fruit from a job, all right? Jesus, who simply possessed the trees and not the land, Jews who simply possessed the trees and not the land were exempted from offering first fruit because they could not say, "Behold, I have brought the first fruit of the land which you, O Lord, have given me." That's Deuteronomy. Jews who lived beyond the Jordan could not bring first fruits because they could not recite the scriptural word of the service, saying it was from a land flowing with milk and honey. So how then can Nigerians bring first fruit to God from Nigeria? It is simply impossible. Okay? It goes on. This article goes on. I would love to read it all, but I have a lot that I want to show you. But I think this is enough. All right. For now, I think it's enough where I have read it too. It is simply impossible. This is where I am. Okay, let me finish this part. Okay, the first fruit were collected once a year at harvest. Today, counterfeits are collected at the beginning of the year in January. True first fruit were just a small portion of the entire harvest. The first the first fruit of your land you shall bring into the house of the Lord your God. That's in Exodus. Counterfeit fruits are the entire harvest. Counterfeit fruits are asking for the entire harvest. A counterfeit first fruit used to be defined as a Christian's first salary after leaving school and securing gainful employment. But some pastors soon realized that this only gives them the right to the salary of their congregation once and for all. So they now insist that since the January salary is the first salary of the year, counterfeit first fruits must be given every year and must be the entire January salary of the hoodwinked parishioners. That's you and I. So witchcraft, according to 419 pastors, accordingly, 419 pastors are already salivating, waiting to rob Christians of their entire salary this January. They have been busy laying the foundation for the grand larceny that's trying to take your money, thief, extolling at every opportunity the blessings of giving. So they're telling you about the blessing of giving, counterfeit first fruit. Equally important, they have been putting the fear of the devil into Christians' hearts, telling them of the dire consequences of refusing to accept the daylight robbery. Pastor Paula White, this is the American lady, spiritual advisor of Donald Trump, President of the United States, recently declared that when you don't give first fruit, whether through ignorance or direct disobedience, there are consequences. And you saw the consequences she faced when she did that. You know, Nigerians, they just keep quiet. We are just acting mumu to all these pastors. Paula White did it, and there was an uproar. Where are Nigerians and their uproar? Why are we paying to these people? We fear man more than we fear God. Okay? I just thought I put that in. Don't fall for this kind of witchcraft unless you want to live in penury, that's in poverty, throughout February. Unlike the Levites of old, today's pastors are far richer than the average member of their churches. So don't give them your money. Remember, he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. That's in Proverbs 22:16. You know, Proverb I love so much because it's just about wisdom. So God is just telling you here, be wise. If you're giving to the rich, you will come to poverty. And this is the evidence of Nigeria. A few rich and the rest going to church in millions, and they are poor. First fruits are an anathema to the New Testament. Today the harvest is no longer of crops but of soul. Redeemed are now God's first fruits. So if you're redeemed, you're first fruits already. If you accept God as your Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you are first fruits already. James says of God, of God own will he brought us forth by the word of the truth, that we might be a kind of first fruit of his creature. That's James 1:18. So if your pastor is already waxing lyrics about the need for you to give him your entire January salary as first fruit, don't mince your word. So don't kind of put your word, it's like, don't be nice, okay? Shout to his face, ole, thief, barawo, jaguda, pali, okay? Those are the language for thief, okay? The different words that you can use for thief. Isaiah says, they are as greedy as dogs, never satisfied. They are stupid pastors who only look after their own interests, each trying to get as much as he can for himself, for every possible source. That's in Isaiah. All right? So this is the article I thought I'll share with you. I thought it was good of the guy that wrote this, or whoever sent it to me, to send it to me. It was really good and it's timely as well. So this person went out of their way to write this article and then also send it and also publish it in Nigerian, one of the Nigerian publication or news agency in back in Nigeria. So guys, let's just look at this clearly. I don't know what you've written already because I've been busy reading this in the last few minutes. So guys, what do you think about this? Because this is totally true. Most of the things that I say here are true. Maybe I wouldn't use that word. I'll probably use worse, to be honest with you. But I think he's written really good article here and he's pointed out a few things that are so true. And some of those things also, they were in a recording, or should I say, a radio interview that Dr. Sunday did with Daddy Freeze. I will play that next, okay? Because I know a lot of you now on this channel, you are followers of Dr. Sunday's teachings. You love him. You know that he's telling us the truth and he wants everybody to be free and know the truth. So you wouldn't be so listening to this, I just want to take you back as well to what Dr. Sunday taught about this back in September when he did an interview with Daddy Freeze. I think it's also important that we also review that. It would help us. So before we do that though, let me read your comments and please feel free to write or to call Move Agents Magic. I welcome your thoughts on this. So let me go. So Mayday says, trade by barter is not God's system. He doesn't need your money to bless you. Thank Jesus for the finished work of the cross. Brilliant. You guys, man, you're amazing. But I hope that you're spreading this to everybody you know, because there's some thousands, if not millions of people that are out there that are still believing in paying their first fruits, that if they don't pay, they're going to have challenges throughout the year. And that is a huge lie by those thieves that wants to take their money. William says, bad pastor everywhere in Nigeria using Bible to cheat poor people. Excellent, William. Keep reminding people of this. Jesus is the first fruit. That's Rebecca saying that. Olayinka is asking for YouTube link. Olayinka, you go to Move Agents. You go to God Embassy on YouTube. I'm going to see if I can try and help you to put this there now. Let me see if I can go. Just bear with me. If I can put the link in for you, I'll put it into this. Just bear with me, Olayinka. But I hope you got it already because you must have written this a while ago. And since you're here, Olayinka, why are you hiding? You can continue on this on Facebook as well. But let me see if I can get it for you. I'll do that now. I'll get you the link as requested. Sorry guys, I'm just quickly trying to get the link for someone that's just asked. No. So I'll continue while the link is coming. It's getting ready. Larry says, truly love your natural hair. Oh, thank you very much, Larry. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Larry. You're very nice. Platonic says, Jesus is our first fruit, but African pastors saying money is the first fruit now. Yes. Because the money is going to their pockets. They are enriching themselves, therefore making you poor. Because it says there that if you give to the rich, that you will be poor. It says in the Bible. So they are actually advocating for you to be poor. All right. So and you just have to free yourself out of that mindset and out of that deception that you have to give this first fruit or you have to do
in the Bible.
Okay.
So they are actually advocating for you to be poor. All right. Okay. So and you
one
just
second,
have to free
yourself.
Second.
I'm sorry, guys. So let me go into this. Okay, I was trying to. One second. Okay. To get you a link, and I'm getting myself into trouble while I'm getting you that link. Thank you, guys. I'm going to continue. Ras, thanks for the invite. Oh, somebody is thanking. Mame is thanking Ras for the invite. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Christian worship is a double standard, cherry choosing and hypercritical. Yes, they're cherry picking. I think I agree. I definitely agree with you with the cherry picking. So they pick what suits them, what they like, what they can use to pull fear in people. And if he's asking you for first fruit, right? When whoever collects that first fruit, they need to take all that first fruit and give it to the poor, because that's Jesus. So let's say your GOs is saying that you have to pay first fruit. So if you do pay first fruit, then he himself, who is he paying his first fruit to? Did you ever ask him? So he keeps the first fruit and the buck stops with him. It's ridiculous. He's already telling you that he's exempt. You're the only one that needs to go and pay first fruit. So he's not even believing the Bible, because then every penny that he gets from the congregation's first month's salary, then he should be giving it to the poor, because these are the people that Jesus is saying, I was poor, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. I was in the hospital, you didn't come to see me. So I want to see, who is he giving that first fruit to? It's a pure lie. If he's keeping it and they are all keeping it, then it's wrong. It's already wrong to give first fruit, but if you're going to give first fruit, they need to then declare the amount of money and then give it to the poor, give it to some sort of cause for it to be, for them to show that they actually even believe in what they're saying. Okay, we have a caller. So let me hear that caller. Oh. Hello, caller.
Hello, Moya. This is Moya.
Hello, Moya. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for joining. Please share your thoughts.
All right. In fact, it's a very interesting topic.
Good.
These pastors, they are so smart. They don't. Most of them, they don't collect the first fruit on in January.
Okay.
They wait patiently till first week of February, because they know that at the end of January they would have been paid. So they will wait till February.
It doesn't matter when they collect it; they are collecting
it. Exactly. So actually, why I called is that these pastors, I don't know why people call them Papa, Daddy, this, because at the end of the day,
yeah,
it's only when it comes to money issues, they are papas and mamas. When it comes to helping the poor, they don't even showcase themselves as papas and mamas.
At all.
So one thing I realized that my husband talked about was that if Jesus was not outside, because they are inside one auditorium and they are showcasing miracles here and there and all that, why can't they go? Because if Jesus was inside an auditorium, I don't think the woman with the issue of blood would have been able to touch Jesus.
Yeah.
Bible says he was passing by, he was doing evangelism on the way, because he was not inside an auditorium.
Good point.
So,
good point.
You understand? So at the end of the day, when I looked at all this, now for them to actually show that they are papa, I want to encourage all those people that have prepared their first January salary to go and sow it on GoFundMe, One Libya Challenge.
Yes, please.
That will, in fact, when they do that, they are giving God actually, instead of giving to someone that is already rich. And what Bible says concerning that is because they are going to be poor. There is two ways about it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people will listen and they will still do the contrary. So my advice for them today is that if you're listening, brothers and sisters on this platform, please go and donate your if you, I'm not telling you to go and donate your first salary.
Yes.
Your any amount you are moved in your spirit, go and donate that money at GoFundMe.com. Libya One Challenge.
Yes.
That when you do that, you're giving to God, not already giving to people that are rich, that have private jets, that are only papas inside the auditorium, and they are not ready to come out on the streets.
Brilliant. Well said. Thank you very much, Amaye. Thank you.
Thank you, Myra.
Thank you. Wow, that was well put. Actually, I think that's a very good advice. We have the Libya One Challenge. Libya One Challenge. I'm looking for the poster to show you. So, guys, we have been trying to raise money for the past. It's just been a month now. We started on the 6th of December last year, and we're trying to raise up to 1 million for the Libya atrocity to support people that have been affected by it. So we have a caller. So we go to GoFundMe.com/Libya One Challenge. You can give as little as possible. Okay, you don't have to worry about giving your whole month's salary. Okay, thank you. Hello, who's calling? Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon.
I want to contribute to the topic.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Jofias. I'm calling from Germany.
Hello, Joe.
Yeah, my problem is that I have studied about 30 years now. All the church programs and all the church preaching in Africa, and especially black churches, it is all centers on taking.
Yes.
It all centers on taking money. Even preacher of salvation, they will take money. Preacher of resurrection, they will take money. Everything ended up in take. But in life cannot be a one way. Why is it that the church main aim is taking? And taking nothing else than money.
Exactly. And your time as well. They waste your time too. But mostly
money. The thing is that by taking your money, it's not that they waste your time.
Yes.
Because they need to bring some sermons and some testimonies and some things that will brainwash you to give out the money. So to take some money from somebody, you need to call the person.
Yeah.
So my problem is that some of our brothers and sisters who are thinking that Pastor Sandy and your team are trying to bring a different thing. Let's put even Pastor Sandy aside. Let us put you aside and ask ourselves, if you're an organization for about 30 years, the organization is only taking your money. What is the organization giving out?
We don't know. And that's a very good question.
They will tell you they have no schools, they have no university, but it is not free. There is a business venture. It's a business center venture. They will tell you that the church has bus that is carrying 2 school children, but they are paying. So people should be aware that even if there's no Bible, and there's no church, and it is an organization that is formed. And in this organization, they are always taking money from you. And then the money they take from you, they don't use that money to help you. They don't use that money to build you. So people should look at this. And let us put the religion aside. Let us put Jesus aside. Let us put everything aside. You are an organization, you are taking money from you almost 30 years. And the money is going to one-sided way. And money, you see what the money is doing. Buying private jets, building houses, buying first-class ticket plane, putting some people into good position for their future. And what are ordinary people who are paying their money? What is the money paying helping them?
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Joe. Amen. Thank you. Joe's made some really good points, and I think we really need to note those points. Let's even, I'm thinking about this. What if there's no Bible at all? Wouldn't we even know and see that there is God? Where are all these people going to be getting the scriptures from to say that we have to scam us from this money and this money and this? Without the Bible, I have my sound mind. I know that I'm a miracle for being on earth already. So they're saying that we have to do this, we have to do that. And that points that, let's just say something, right? If there is no Jesus, there's no God, and then, you've been doing something with an organization for the last 30 years, and there's no result. It's just a one-sided. You're paying into something, there's no just one-sided. Wouldn't you wonder that what's going on with this organization? And that's what we are not doing as Christians. And I think that we need to really consider and do that. We have a caller, another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Maya.
Hello.
Is Grace calling from London?
Hello, Grace. Thank you for joining. Please share your thoughts.
Yeah. Before I share my thought, let me just give you a brief story. What I encountered a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I have a friend that attends Christ Embassy.
Okay.
And this guy, when things were very okay with him, he pays his tithes, contributes to the church. So if he is not sick, as we speak now, he's sick. And the sister rang me to say I should help them raise some money for his hospital bills back in Nigeria.
Yes.
So I requested that I would like to have the number of the pastor.
Yes, in his church.
Estebasi branch here.
Yeah.
So the sister got it for me. So I was online with the pastor. I was like, this brother is sick. He said they are aware. They prayed for him. I said, are you serious? You did what? You prayed for him? But the guy is still sick. He's been in the hospital for over 2 months now.
Yes.
And he said there is nothing God cannot do, that they are still praying for him. And I reminded him, I said, you know this brother very well. You know how he has been contributing to your church. Why can't the church be of assistance to him now? He said that he's sorry that the church is not a charity organization.
Oh, really?
So I was really angry. So I started asking him. I was like, so all your church do is to take money from people and you don't help members when they need your help. He said that's not the issue, that any money the branch gets, they sends to the headquarters. I said, okay, why can't you reach out to the headquarters and let the headquarters know that this is a very active member of the church and he needs help? He said that he's sorry he can't do that.
Why not?
I was like, see, what kind of Christianity is this? What kind of Christianity is this? So, me, that is not a member of your church, now I will not send money for the guy's hospital bill. He said, if you do that, God will bless you richly. I said, shut up. God,
yes.
I don't need your God to bless me. Don't tell me that.
Good.
If your church cannot help this brother, I'm very, very disappointed. He said, you shouldn't be disappointed. In things of the Lord you are. I was like, is this what this man? So I had to speak to my friend. I was like, see you now. When I tell you, say, this Christ Embassy where you carry for Pastor Chris cannot help you. He doesn't even know if you are alive.
If you exist.
You are dying now. Not be me, they can't call. Me, when you they talk, say, I'm the Antichrist. Say, me, they tell you, say, me, you know the good church. Now, you are bringing me to be of help to you.
Yes.
Well, I sent money for them to pay the hospital bills, but the issue there is these churches, they will never help you when you need them.
At all.
They will never help you. If there's anybody on the platform that the church has helped, the person should call in and say it.
Yes, please. We want to know. So the caller is asking a valid question.
From you.
Yes.
They don't help you. So this, my friend, now, I said, how do you feel now? Now that your church refused to help you. He said he's disappointed and that if he survives this sickness, he don't think he's going back. I said, it's not about going back to the church. You have to face them and let them know that.
Yeah, but they will manipulate him again and say that
the church, contributing money to the church, it is not done of the church to be of help to you. It's not about saying, you won't go back to the church. You have to go back there to face them and tell them. So that other members that are doing the same thing that you've done before will learn that Christ Embassy will never help you if you are sick. They only need your money.
Grace.
Because you cannot afford to pay your hospital bills now, they've turned their back on you and saying that the church is not a charity organization.
Grace, let me say so.
Grace, a charity organization.
Grace, They all do this. It's not just that church. All of these churches do it. But let me just point something out to you. If this guy is going to go to the church, he needs to go now that he's sick, that he needs to go and scream out and shout. Either he survives or he doesn't survive. Because if he goes back when he is okay, when it's okay, they will just say that we pray for you. It's the God of Christ Embassy that sent you help. That we don't have to be the people to do the help. I know these things because this is their tactics. They do this all the time. So you need to get him to go there now while he is sick. If they have to will him there, let the people see him how he's suffering and how the church is doing nothing. If he waits until later, they just tell him there is God, it's because they prayed, it's because Pastor Chris sent oil or whatever. And it's not true. And then they'll manipulate him again.
I will make sure he goes there tomorrow.
Yes, please.
After I drop this call, I will ring them.
Yes, it needs to go now.
Bundle him to the church.
Yes.
From his sick bed.
Yes.
So I will make sure the sister bundles him to the church.
Yes.
From his sick bed.
Yes.
So that the church will see that they are not being Christ-like at all.
They're not being Christ-like, and they always conceal this kind of things.
I'm not a member of the church, but the bills now.
Thank you.
You didn't pay tithe to me. You didn't pay offering to me. I remember there was a day back years ago, like 10 years ago. I followed this same guy to that Christ service, and I challenged the pastor that they were saying that I should pay offering. I said, no, I don't want to pay offering to this church because I don't like the doctrine. They will say, what do I don't like about it? I don't just like the doctrines. Yeah, I'm not paying offering. And my friend was so angry with me. So even the then branch pastor told him that he should be careful of me.
And you're the same person helping him now.
Yeah, but today, I am the person paying the hospital bills for you from the church that says you should be careful of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grace. I appreciate you. Thanks. Okay, guys, so you hear what is happening. This happens a lot. I don't know how many thousands of stories that like this is out there. They only take, just like the previous caller, he said that they only take, if somebody's been taking for 30 years, they're giving you nothing. If you need help, either it's in your business, they will not give you. They take first fruit from your business, they take from your school, they take from your job. You lose that job. You have a problem with that business. They're not going to give you a penny. If they've given you a penny to do something, please call us to prove us wrong. I have never seen in my life anyone that any church is giving money to support them in the business or to help support them in any way. So especially in the proportion that you give to that church, I haven't seen it happening. And they always say, if you go and they don't give you, they'll manipulate you back and say it is because of their prayer, it's because of their anointing. They know that you are going to find help. That's the reason why they didn't give. Don't buy any of those lies anymore. They're pure lies. So I want to play another audio video for you. This is on YouTube. This is from the recording of Dr. Sunday and Daddy Freeze some time ago. It was back in September last year. So I will play it and you just have a quick, this is about first fruit offering, and I thought it's a very poignant audio. We should listen to it.
Fruit. I'm just amazed at all the kind of schemes that our church leaders are coming up with. Well, now I'm back to talk to you about a very popular topic in the churches today, which is called the first fruit. I'm just amazed at all the kind of schemes that our church leaders are coming up with just to deprive people of their money, just to, scheme people. I mean, this idea of first fruit is surely a scheme. It's a 419, it's a scam, it's fraud. And I'm totally sure that people don't fear God. I am totally amazed that there is no fear of God in any church where first fruit is practiced. They don't have fear of God. Any church where they practice first fruit, that church, they don't have anything to do with God. Their God is mammon. Their God is mammon. If you find any church where they are practicing first fruit, it is just manipulation. It means they don't love you, they don't have your care at heart, they don't have your interest at heart. They are only serving their pocket. It is only about money. It is manipulation. If anybody talks to you about tithe or about first fruit, what you should talk to them, what you tell them is make them show you at least one passage in the Bible, in the New Testament. Because any experience, anything that is in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, has to be passed through the New Testament. If you cannot pass through Christ, if you cannot symbol of things to come. Now Jesus Christ himself is no more a symbol, it's already here, for real. So you don't need any money to be paid to symbolize it. So he is our firstborn now, he is the fulfillment of the law. Let him go back to the Old Testament, where it was instituted. There is nobody today that can actually obey the first fruit, like in the Old Testament, like it was said. So to be ordered. There's nobody, it's not ordered. Let us ask your people who are telling you about first fruit. Let them choose one passage in the New Testament. After Jesus came, let them choose one passage where the Bible says we should pay first fruit offering. It's not possible because first fruit has already come. The first fruit of the brethren is already here. The first fruit of the raising from the dead is already here. So there is no way first fruit will be commanded in the New Testament again. That's why it's a fraud. And Exodus 22, where even the Old Testament, let's go to the Old Testament and see that those ones who are collecting first fruit from you, they're not even collecting it from you the right way. And the way it was done supposed to be done in the Old Testament. Old Testament, Exodus 22, verse 29 to 31 says, thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy right fruit and thy equal. So if you're going to even talk about first fruit, it is vegetable and it is produce they should be collecting from you, not money. But then it talks about thy equal, alcohol. And most of these churches that are practicing first fruit, they also tell you not to drink alcohol. And the Bible is saying that bring your first fruit with alcohol. So where is the alcohol? If you want to take first fruit, they should be bringing vodka and champagne and gin and also to the church now. Then not only that, if you want to also collect first.
Okay, guys, I hope you heard that here. So they will tell you they pick and choose. This is a matter of picking and choosing as well. What Dr. Sunday was just saying in that last minute, and this is where they attack Pastor Adeboye. He attacked Daddy Freeze for saying that first fruit involved alcohol, and he called him a drunk to manipulate everybody, to discredit Daddy Freeze. So, Dr. Smalley has spoken about this extensively. There is prostitution of tithe and offering on YouTube, and these ones that I've just showed you is an audio from the recording of Daddy Freeze's interview back in September. But there's a whole clip as well that you can go back and listen to and share with your friends and family. Those people that are still locked down in the belief that they need to do these things. They don't need to do it. It's a lie, it's a scam, and it's manipulation. They're trying to rob you of your hard-earned cash. Okay, it's 119 scam. It doesn't matter if it's Daddy Gio that is doing it, or it's Bishop that is doing it, Bishop Oyedepo, Daddy Gio, Matthew Ashimolo, whoever they are thieves and they are trying to rob you. Okay, they can say it any way that they want to say it and say, they're fathers of faith or whatever. Fathers of faith, label yourself whatever you want to label yourself. Your actions, your fruit is what we know you by. So this fruit that you are asking us for, it shows that your fruit, who you are, your character, your belief system, your doctrines, it is of a thief. And that's what we're talking about here, okay? So it's no pun intended. This is just what it is, all right? It's not an attack. It's just a simple fact. Okay, I want to also show you, and I'm going to go back to Dr. Sunday's teaching on this. I just want to show you quickly how they scare you and the things that they say to scare you from doing what they want you to do, which is usually to take money from you.
If you attract a curse, particularly from God to yourself, you can forget your generation. That's why when we talk about pay your tithe, it's not a minor thing. You read it, Malachi chapter 3, read it from verse 8 to 11. I've said it before, I've said it again and again. If your physical father curses you, go to your spiritual father, he can cancel the curse. If your pastor, your spiritual father curses you, run to the general overseer, he can cancel the curse. If the general overseer curses you, fast for 40 days and nights and beg his Father in heaven, God can cancel the curse. If God curses you, where will you go? Now, so don't joke. Don't do anything that will attract God's curse on you. You must avoid divine curse like a plague. It's not a question of, the church wants to take my money. No. Don't listen to those who are saying that to you. Don't listen. Somebody showed me something on the internet about one fellow who said he was talking about tithes, that you shouldn't pay tithe. At first I didn't want to listen, but God said, wait now, listen to what he has to say. And the fellow continued to talk, and he said, you see, tithe is supposed to be used to buy alcohol so they can drink in church. I said, well, now we know who is talking. Even mad people don't go to church to drink alcohol. No matter how crazy somebody is.
Okay. So this is manipulation 101 here that you've just seen from Pastor Adeboye. He's manipulating people and talking about tithes. This relates to offerings, whatever you need to give, and saying don't attract divine curse. In this is assuming or is saying that God is only his father, because when he put the father example in hierarchy, so if your father curses you, your pastor can overturn it. If this curses you, this person can overturn it. But if somebody curses, if there's a curse on your general overseer, only something about God, is assuming that God is his own father, but God is not your father. Do you understand? So it's always putting you down in everything. They're always trying to put fear in you, manipulation and all sorts. We have a caller. So don't buy this at all. Tell them it is finished. Start with it's finished. Enough is enough. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mayowa. This is Adeshala.
Hello, Adeshala. Thank you for joining us.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I actually didn't want to call, and it was just this last video you showed that just prompted me to call, because I was just getting furious in my heart.
Oh.
You know, just hearing that statement saying that if your heavenly father, if your spiritual father curses you, you know, it kept going on and on. Then my mind just went back to the scripture. The only place that the Bible talks about, when the Lord was saying that honor thy father and thy mother, that your days will be long in the land of the living.
Yes.
So that is the only promise with a condition. That means if you don't honor your father and your mother, there is an attachment that goes, there is a condition that goes with it. So when he is now saying that, and he's trying to bring a kind of fear in the heart of people.
Yes.
So he said something, he said, I've been saying it before and I'm saying it again. That means it's part of their doctrine.
Yes.
That means he's telling them over and over again, and that gets into their heart, that gets into their spirit, and they kind of, guard themselves towards what Adeboye has spoken to them. So not looking at it from what God has spoken concerning his word. Then he made another statement that was what really got me. That said he was talking about a fellow, and the Lord told him to wait. You know, the only person that we have put lie upon in this world is God.
Too much.
Because everybody lies.
Too much.
We lie so much on God, we don't even know it ourselves. So it is God that was telling you that you should listen to the man, saying that the man is wrong.
Even though the man is telling the truth. It's God that always speaks to him. God is not speaking to the other people. You know.
Yes, and God is not going to go against his word. So why will now, it's like you are saying that, oh, God is telling you now that, oh, what that guy is saying is wrong. You know, and the word of God is our standard.
Yes.
And you are quoting Malachi 3 from verse 8. You didn't even start from the beginning. You didn't even make other references back to the scripture talking about this time. You know one thing, Mario, I think this money of a thing has taken a whole lot of Christianity in Nigeria.
Yes.
And personally to me, I don't know how this thing is going to stop, because I don't want to be talking and not taking action. I've come to that point. I don't, and I think everybody on this platform, even on DS's platform, we can talk, but definitely we should talk with action.
Yes.
We should let people know that we cannot just allow these things to just be ravaging Nigeria like that, ravaging the church, and everybody will just take it as the way it is. And people are just wallowing and, just swimming in deception, because for him to say such a thing, because everybody respects him so much, and they believe that whatever Adeboye says is the final. And that's why I always tell everybody, the only and the final authority we have is the word of God.
Yes.
If anybody says anything that you cannot back it up with the scripture, with the assurance that you know that the only confidence you have is the word of God, I think we should just discard that thing. We don't go by our feelings. You know what? I'm listening to the truth series and it's just so interesting. That the truth does not go by your feelings.
No.
It doesn't go by your feelings. It's the way you feel.
That's all.
For the fact that you feel the way, for the fact that you feel that, for the fact that you feel this way, doesn't make it to be the truth. Everybody can feel different things under different circumstances. That doesn't make it the truth. So for you to now come out, because I want to believe that it is a feeling. God was not telling him anything at that time.
Yes,
It
and he's
was a
lying.
feeling.
Yeah.
So if everybody can see that and know that these people it has really gone so deep. Now I don't even know where to start. It has gone so deep. It's become like a cancer that doesn't have any cure. But I know that with God and with the fact that we are saying this to, and at the same time, it is hard for people to understand what you are doing. Really, it's really, really hard. For a mind that is not really generated and not really renewed, they'll say, why is she talking like this? Why is she saying this? Why is she bringing out all these people? But if you really look at it with the eyes of love and with the eyes of the Spirit, we'll know that a lot of people are being delivered. A lot of people's eyes are being opened. And they begin to see that, where was I all these years that these things has happened to me? I think I need to go back to the scripture. I think I need to go back to good materials to help me to build up myself in the Lord. So these things is not a joke at all. The way I see it, I just pray that every one of us will take up this thing, will take up this challenge and talk less and do more. You understand? We should do stuff. Even like I always say, with your family, with your friends. A lot of people definitely they're gonna take you out of your friends. Who cares? Because you know that you are speaking the truth, you are saying the truth, and the only thing we do it in love. Knowing that we care so much about them. We do not want them to just go in perdition. We do not want them to go in destruction. And that's why we are saying all these things, So I just feel I should bring it out there because I was just listening to what Adeboye is saying right now, and that just caught my attention.
Thank you very much. Well said. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that was really good. Good understanding from Adesola. I think one thing that she said, I think that Adesola, one thing that we must all do is that not just talk, okay? Because remember, we have to remember the plague of silence. The fact that we didn't talk all these years is what brought it to this level. Talking is one form of action, but let's take practical action, which is doing these things in love. Talking to your family, you know your family and your friends. Sometimes they hear this, they just think that you yourself, you're evil. They don't want to hear it because they're so used to this. So part of your action is you not getting angry. Part of your action is you not being tired or upset that you're saying this, they're not believing you. Part of your action is anyone that will give you the time of the day, tell them the truth. Introduce the truth to them. Tell them to go and listen to the truth series. Tell them to read their own Bible and read it from the top and not listen to just this so-called men of God alone. Tell them to know God for themselves and practice that together with them. Show them by your own action how you have changed as a human being, how you love people, how you treat your neighbors, how you treat other people that, people that don't even love you, that declare that they don't love you, how you treat them. When they start saying that, that's pure action. They will start saying that, wow, it seems like your God is different. My God is like, I go to church, I come back, I listen to my pastor is my God. They will start seeing the difference. So this is part of our action. Our action is having integrity. Our action is showing love. Our action is not being lazy. Our action is, doing the right thing all the time, even if it's at the cost to us. Our action is telling the truth, even if it's at the cost to us. So all those things, they add up. But not keep quiet, please. Don't let us keep quiet at all, because that's part of the problem. I'm going to show another one of Pastor Adeboye. He is notorious for telling lies, and in a sort of way, and also for putting fear into people, all right? So I think that in this case, right, we need to show any clip that we find of him. It's not the only one. There are many others, okay? So don't just shoot the messenger, and also it's not just him. There are many other people that do the same thing, that is all about them and it's all about their own gains. So, and this is why they put fear in people. So I'm going to turn this to listen to this one.
The blessing will be irreversible. When we talk to you about first fruit, and you think maybe it is a pastor's way of making money.
Yes, it is pastor's way of making money. Okay? Okay, you see, this manipulation, I'm going to let you watch it in peace, all right? But they always start with talking about themselves, talking about what you think that is true, all right? What you believe that is true, but they try to discard your truth. You know, they try to mess it up by saying that if you think it's pastor's ways of taking your money, but it is pastor's way of taking my money. That is the action that you're taking. The action is you're taking my money. There is nothing else we can say about this. It is pastor's ways of taking our money. It is your way of taking our money. So there's nothing to it. You can't go around it and say it's something else. You know, despite you trying, you can't say it's something else because it's not. So I'm going to go back and then we're going to go ahead now.
If you a son in your old age, I know you love him. Let's find out whether you love him more than you love me. He said, go and sacrifice him to me. Abraham obeyed. But before he could kill the boy, God intervened. And then God said, because you have done this, because you have shown me that you fear me more than your way of making money.
Yeah.
You're making a great mistake. When you put God first, He makes sure that your blessing will be irreversible. Put Him second, and then you will see what will follow.
Yeah.
I've told you several stories. There are many, many I could tell you. But I remind you of just one. One young man came to me and said, Daddy, God has answered your prayers. I said, Amen. What happened? They said one big chief called him in Lagos and said, I want you to help me sell this my house. The house had 30 flats. 12 of them regular flats and then a penthouse on top. The chief said, all I want is so much money. How much you sell it, that's your own lookout. He said, Daddy, God has answered your prayers. So from that deal alone, I'm settled for life. I said, congratulations. 30 flats, he said, yes. I said, good. That means we'll give one of the flats to the church. He said, why? I said, at least tithe of 13 will be 1.3. But since we can't have 0.3 of a flat, so a flat. He said, this is first breakthrough now. Let God wait. I'm happy you said, but some of you are like that. A week later, he has got a buyer ready to pay far, far above what the owner wanted. Then he went back to the man and said, Sir, I'm ready to pay now. What you ask for? Where do I pay? The one said, what are you talking about? Your house that you asked me to sell, I've got it. I've got the buyer, the money is settled now. Just tell me where you want me to send the check. The man said, whatever charm you use on me has been destroyed. Who told me I want to sell my house? When we talk about tithes, some of us think 10% is too much to give to God. Well, wait till you compare 90% of something to 100% of nothing.
Okay, we've done an analysis on this. Dr. Sunday did a very good one a few days, if not a week ago, and you need to look at that. But you know, this story is pathetic, and Pastor Adeboye is very notorious for telling pathetic stories like this. A lot of them, if you would dissect them, you will realize that they're lies. They don't even make much sense, and also they're evil. This particular story that is so subtly is a big lie. The person wants a congregation of yours. First of all, that person has made a mistake for calling you daddy. because I don't see any daddy behaving in this manner to be a true daddy. And even for coming to you to tell you the good news, that is their biggest number one mistake, you know. And because you want to threaten them, you want them to do what you want, the person can't even have their own free will. Believe me, Jesus gave us free will. We have free will. He has free will. So even if this story was true, why is it that he cannot give the person the free will and is forcing and manipulating people to pay first fruit? And he's telling them that when we tell you to pay first fruit, you don't want to pay, and he's telling this story. So the person's first mistake is calling you daddy, for believing in you to tell you the story or tell you something that has happened to them or something that is about to happen to them, because you're not helping the situation at all. And then the whole story is not true. It's not true because the person that wants this guy that came to you, the seller, the owner of those 13 flats, is not giving the all 13 flats free to your son or to your congregants, or to the person that came to you. No, which is the intermediaries. What do we call them? The realtor is not giving it to him free. He's saying, help me to sell it. So if they say, help me to sell 13 flats, that 13 flats is not free. If it was free, it would be 100%, then it would be 10%. Then your calculation of 10%, which is one flat, would be accurate. But because you're lying, obviously you didn't think it through to know that it's saying that you should sell that property. It's not that give it free. You said yourself that I said sell it and you're going to make a lot of money from it. So I don't want to go into it again because it's just very annoying to find somebody that is so respected, so loved among many Nigerians, including myself, very loved, to be manipulating people like this and telling bogus lies, bogus stories just for his own gain. And it's not that he's not even rich. A lot of these people are already rich. They've got plenty already. Why is it that they want to fleece people? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. It's just beyond me. So this story, if you go and look into it and you look, even hearing it, you know that there's a lot of manipulation and deception in it. And it's not something that anyone should follow. So I'll just go back, guys. I have other videos, but I think the videos that I've shared already, they've actually made the point very well about first fruit. Dr. Sunday's audio and videos, actually, they're all available on Sunday Adelaja Official. So you can go there and you can have a look at those videos about first fruits and be free to go ahead and, watch it and listen again and fortify yourself in understanding that it is finished. Tell anybody that wants to take you back to Old Testament that it is finished. God has done it. You know you believe in Jesus, and you know that you don't need to sacrifice anything. He is the first fruit. Jesus is the first fruit, and Jesus has sacrificed himself for you. Okay? Because you and we don't need to fall into this manipulation, this deception, and these lies. So I'm going to show you a few books, and maybe I will do an outro of Dr. Sunday's the audio on first fruit. So why you must urgently become a workaholic, and don't become that workaholic and start giving all your money to churches. Don't waste your money, okay? Use your money to build the things that God wants you to build for your purpose, for the world, not to church. Don't abdicate your responsibility to any man or any woman, wherever they call themselves, man of God, woman of God, bishop, prophets, whatever. Don't abdicate your responsibility. It is your responsibility to work hard and gain the wisdom of God and use your money. Don't go use your money for money doublers like those pastors are asking that you need to give. Don't do that, okay? So urgently become a workaholic. When you gain that money as well, or when you make the money by becoming a workaholic, create your own net worth. Create a net worth for yourself, for the purpose that God has put in you. Create Your Own Net Worth is a book that will help you to have that understanding on how to create your own net worth. So go for a book like this to learn how to create your own net worth. This one, Where There Is Problem, There Is Money. This is a beautiful, beautiful title, especially for a lot of Christians. A lot of us, we're always running for problem. And this is the most selling points of these churches. They tell you there's going to be problem is this, problem is bad, run from problem, come to them, hide under their covering, or hide under their authority. It's all manipulation, it's all lies, okay? Learn to understand that where there's problem, there's money. Where there's problem, there's opportunity. Where there's problem, you are a solution. And learn that with this. Where there's money, there's problem. This is a book that will help you to understand that. How to win in life. How to win in life is not by giving the money that they're asking you to give and pay first fruits and pay whatever fruit or whatever offering that they're asking you to give, tithes to make you win. No, there has to be actions that you need to take, and this book will help you. There are principles here. Winning in life is not a myth, and you can, and you too can have a full life on the earth. So this is a brilliant book that you need to get for yourself to help you to win in life. So I'm just going to show you a couple more. What to do with your time. What to do with your time. Stop wasting your time. Stop spending your time. It says, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. So there's a quote here that says, all we have to decide is to decide, or what we have to decide is what to do with the time that's given to us. We all have 24 hours in a day. So what do we do with that time? We need to learn that and know it and be confident in what we're doing. So I'll show you this last one, which is, who am I? Why am I here? This book is pivotal. A lot of us spend a lot of time toiling in churches, and it's just wasted our time a lot. So who am I? Why am I here? Will help you to realize who you are, to understand who you are, and then walk in your purpose. And this is a brilliant book. I think everybody should have a copy of this book. Who am I? Why am I here? So guys, my time is up today. I appreciate you all for joining me. If you want to be a distributor of Dr. Sunday's books, we have lots of books, especially the old ones that the old ones that are bestsellers that everybody loves. And if you're religious, you're still religious, those old books will help you, because there are titles in there that would really help you with your faith, with your understanding of God. So go for it. We're selling them at a discounted rate. You can contact us at sunday@delajablog.com/books. That's sunday@delajablog.com/books. Or you can write to us at DSAS Books. So that's Dr. Sunday Adelaja's books. So DSAS Books @gmail.com. Contact us. If you want to be a distributor, that was the best way to fund you reading all this book. I told you a story before in the last HMT that, I used to love makeup so much that because I'm always buying makeup, I started to be a distributor of one of the makeup companies so that I can use the profit from that to fund my own makeup habits, and it worked really well for me. So if you're somebody that wants to read this, you can also start to sell, and you gain 50% profit of it, and you can use it to fund your own reading. And once you read, you gain the knowledge for yourself. So I think that's a great opportunity there. So contact us, dsasbooks@gmail.com. Thank you again, guys. We will see you in an hour and a half. Dr. Sunday will be here for the 7 p.m. Ukraine time program, and that is 6 p.m. in Nigeria and 5 p.m. in UK. So please join us again. I look forward to that program. I'll see you. And tonight, 9 p.m., you must not miss it. It's going to be a explosion. Okay? Dr. Sunday will tell you more about it. 9 p.m. program. I need to go and get ready for 9 p.m. alone. Okay? I cannot wait. Educational, everything. You need to make it for the